Hey everybody, my name's KennedyPuckett. I'm an American rock musician located in Georgia, or as I like to call it, the place where God put all the cool people. Now, I know that we have been getting into a lot of Dimash stuff, but I want to remind you that I, myself, am a musician, and I would like to respectfully ask you to look in the description of this video, check out some of my music. I got a new release coming out on October the 7th, and I would absolutely love to hear what you guys, my fan base, Dimash's fan base, everybody's fan base, thinks about my music. The links in my description. I got a Patreon. I also got social media. And of course, Spotify, Apple Music, that sort of thing. Today we are going to be reacting to Dimash and the Super Vocal Boys performing a Queen medley because I love Queen. And I also love Dimash. He's a great singer. And I've gotten a lot of comments saying that this is a really good song. By the way, guys, I do a lot of Dimash stuff because he's a really good artist and because a lot of people like him. But if you like other stuff, if you want to comment a non-Dimash or, another artist that you like, I'll be happy to listen to them as well. So let's get into it. Alright, Swedish Fish. You guys want some Swedish Fish?
Love of my life, it hurts me.
So the first thing that I notice is the mix is very full, which is hard to pull off sometimes. And it's really weird listening to it with headphones, but if you were there in the performance, or not in the performance, but in the crowd when they were performing this, it would be probably one of the most beautiful things you've ever heard, because with that sort of mixing, it fills the entire room with nothing but your voice. So, but it is a little weird listening to that sort of thing on headphones. Look at my shoulder pads; they're so pointy.
You broke my heart, and though you feel me, love of my life, can't you see? Bring it back. Don't take it away from me, because you don't know what is means to me.
So before we get into the next part, which I know is going to just be amazing, but this he was doing. He shows a very good control over the high and low parts of his range, right? So with Love of My Life, which is a really amazing and beautiful Queen song, if you ever get the chance to listen to it, it's one of the most heartbreaking songs that you could ever listen to. But I think in that song, he starts it, love of my life, don't leave me. You've taken my heart, and now you... Love of my life, don't leave me. You've taken my heart, and now you me. Right? It's kind of a mid-range verse. But then he gets into the choruses, and you'll see what I'm talking about here. But it's very breathy and high-pitched, and I love it. And Dimash does a really good job of conveying that. And now we're going to hear from the Super Vocal Boys.
Love of my life.
Oh, I like his voice.
You're taking my love. You know this.
This guy's a fuckboy. That sounded really gay when I said it like that. What I mean is he's probably the one that all the chicks are into.
Love of my life, can't you see? Please bring it back, bring it back. Don't take it away from me, because you don't know what it means to me. You
Oh my god, they do such good harmony. By the way, guys, I know I'm stopping it like every 15 seconds or something like that. It's because I'm trying to see if I can get this video not copyright stricken. But they are so good at that harmony. Because you will remember when this is blown over and everything's all by the way. Ooh. You hear that? Listen to that. Let's listen to that again.
You will remember when this is blown.
Blown. Whoever did that, you're beautiful.
And everything's all by the way.
So they did something actually kind of interesting with that one. So it's supposed to go like, and everything's all by the way. Not quite like that, but shit. Not quite like that, but something like it. You guys like Swedish fish? I fucking love these things. My dad doesn't like them. He thinks they're gross. But I don't care. I love my dad, but about that specifically, he's wrong. They're doing it in different harmonies, and I love it. Oh yeah, it's this one. Hell yeah, that transition though. You guys hear that? It's like, oh, I love that. Because it's like a poppy thing. It's not something Queen probably would have done. That's not how it was played in the original. But I'm excited to hear, I think Dimash in particular, how he handles this part. Because it's, buddy, you're a boy, make a big noise, playing in the streets, gonna take on the world someday. Right? It's supposed to be this gritty and this, right? This, I'm gonna fight you and I'm gonna win, and if I don't win, at least I'm gonna give you a black eye. Right? But, black eye. Okay? That's what I said. I don't know how the captions is gonna read that. But, so, anyways, I'm really excited to see what Dimash says. Or does. Okay, so, the first verse, too weak. I'm sorry. This seems to be a thing with classically trained opera singers. So, they're not trained to give the grit, right? Later on in Dimash's career, I've actually heard some of his stuff. He's really, really good at putting grit into things as he got older. That's kind of how I was, too. I'm 18 years old, by the way. But I started making music when I was very young. And in my younger years, I focused too much on being clean sounding. And then I got to the point where I was like, well, fuck that. And then I got to the point where I was focusing too much on sounding rough, which is like, doesn't sound good when you just... So imagine if like Bob Dylan was singing, when you had these like beautiful vocal lines and it was all, or the harmonics of it, like what they're doing, that's singing. And then something like Slipknot is screaming, where it has a lot of emotion and it's raw and you just want to, it's something that you can work out to, it's something that you can drive fast to, it's something that you can work to or whatever, right? But then there's something that's called hollering, which is kind of like what Metallica does, where they're just like, I don't like this shit. And that's what I was doing, right? These guys obviously don't have that issue. What I think Dimash is on in this particular video is that he was focusing too much in that verse on being soft, and that's a very difficult thing to transition from soft to rough. or soft to gritty. But that chorus came in perfect, though.
We will rock you. Come on.
You hear it? He just switched right there. That was where he switched. He switched too late to make the verse gritty, but early enough to get the riffing right.
We will rock you.
Yeah. This guy right here. But on your face! I like that, how they came in like that. This guy right here who's singing the verse right here, he's the verse guy. For this song, he's the verse guy. He did that a lot better than Dimash did the first verse. But Dimash's voice really shines through really well with that chorus. Also, Dimash doing the riffing in the background, the yeah! I don't know. He's doing it gritty too. Yeah! I can't do that super high pitch and gritty because that super high pitch is my falsetto. So I don't know about him. That might be his falsetto too, but you know, he has a lot better control over it. That is exactly something that Freddie Mercury would have done. The rock you! Look, I'm sorry. I know. I can't sing like... Well, I can. Obviously, I can because I'm doing it. It just doesn't sound good. But it's very difficult for me to do the falsetto thing. Because I was really self-conscious. Any singers out there, you listen to me. Your falsetto sounds beautiful. Even if you think you sound like shit. Even if you do actually sound... Look, if you're a singer, if you're an aspiring musician, don't worry about what everybody else thinks you sound like. Don't even worry about what you think you sound like. Just sing and practice and listen to yourself, record yourself and listen to yourself, and then tell yourself, like, what could be done better here? And that's how you get better. Okay? I remember I struggled a lot, too. I still struggle a lot. But for my fellow musicians out there, I want you to know that you have the potential just because you are trying. You might not, be as big as Dimash. I might not be as big as Dimash. But I've always believed that if you tell yourself that you can't do something, then you won't ever do it. But, if you believe in yourself, you might be able to. Doesn't mean you will. Just means you might be able to. And that's good enough. Try to actually do it, though. But, yeah.
So you think you can stop me and spit in
My eye!
So you think you can love me and leave me to die?
Good job. Look at him. Did you hear that? He went really good with that part.
Oh, baby, can't do this to me, baby. Just can't run over here.
Who did that? Hold up. Who did that? Did you guys hear that? Whoo! In the background? I think it's that guy in the gray next to Dimash. But this is exactly what classical opera singers excel at, is a cappella. And this was something that Freddie Mercury was also extremely good at. Is this him still on the Chinese show? Look, guys, I love you and I love Dimash, but I refuse to watch Chinese television. If not for the simple reason that I don't need the Chinese government spying on me any more than they already do.
We
You guys hear? You'll see what I mean. Oh my god, she's hilarious. It's so funny. But yeah, Dimash really knocked that out of the park. The Sylvia! Sylvia!
We are the champions. We are the champions. No time for losers, 'cause we are the champions. We are the champions.
Okay, that was beautiful. I like that a lot. That transition. Okay, so one of the hardest parts of harmonizing and being in a cappella group has got to be knowing when to harmonize by singing the words and when to harmonize through uses of hums, vowels, and O's, right? So notice that some of them were saying, "We are the champions," and some of them were singing, "Ooh, ooh." I can't hear myself, so I don't know what it sounds like. But anyways, my point is that these guys are really doing a great job. Dimash is 28 years old. You know, and he obviously he's a tiny, tiny man. He's a small human being. I'm kidding. No, it came to my attention that he's 6'3". I was saying he was skinny, by the way. I'm fucking with you. Oh, did you hear that? Of the world. Yeah. That's how he did it, I think. You hear it? That was a really good vocal riff. I like that a lot. Oh. Dude, Dimash's squeals are like another instrument. It's beautiful. I love that so much. It's amazing. We are the champions. No time for losers, 'cause we are the champions. Of the world. He's really throwing everything. When I say he, I mean Dimash, because I don't know the other guys' names, but the other guys are really blowing it out of the park. The one in the black, right there. One of them is I think the one in the black's like the bad boy, because look at him throwing up gang signs. I'm just kidding. It's the rock and roll thing, but. If anybody's listening at home, you're welcome for giving you COVID. Why did they mic that guy up? Wow! Wow! Hoo-ha! Hoo-ha! Fuck. You know what? That's beautiful. I like that. That's a good reaction, man. Pay that guy. He's paying me for it. Dimash is a very showman-like person. He's a very showy person. He's a... Shit! I dropped my capo.
So as I was saying, Dimash is a very shaman-like person.
He does this a lot, right? This is like his signature pose. You remember when he was doing that in SOS? And even the guy was kind of like poking fun at him on the show for it. It was funny, right? But it's his thing. Stormy, come here, baby. Call my dog. You guys want to see my dog? Come here, honey. I'm gonna show you off. Come here, precious girl. Oh, you're such a good girl. Oh my gosh, look at the camera. Oh, you're a good. Oh my god. Hi. You look at the camera? Hi, everybody. Oh my god. What are you attacking me for? Good girl. That's my dog Storm. I love her. So yeah, that concludes my reaction to Dimash and the Super Vocal Boys Queen medley. Overall, 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10 performance. I can't knock it at all in any regard. The first verse of We Will Rock You was a little soft spoken for my liking. I know I called it weak. Don't take it the wrong way. That's just who I am. I say what I think. So speaking of which, that's kind of my whole shtick. If you like what I do here, if you like my brutally honest takes on music, I'm into a lot of different things. I'm into rock, punk rock, pop, sometimes pop. I don't really like pop all that much. Dimash is definitely one of the best musicians, best singers I've ever heard in my entire life. The only one that even comes close to rivaling him is Queen. And then next time I want to review a guy who's local to me. His name is Butch Walker. I've loved his music since I was a little kid, and I want to show you guys the man who kind of made me believe that I could possibly do something like this for myself, you know, and I will do this kind of thing for myself. Right now, the reaction videos are they're kind of a precursor of what's to come, and that's why I say, and these last few videos I've been like, make sure you check the description, listen to my music, because I make music myself, and I want to make sure that I want you guys to like my music. I want you guys to listen to my music because it helps me in my journey to turn music into my full-time passion, my full-time career. And that's how I think I can be helpful and useful to the world, because this is my purpose, this is my calling, is music. And I love being able to watch these guys like Dimash, like the Super Vocal Boys, because while some might look at them and think of the things that they can do that other people can't, or that, you know, the person looking at it can't do, but I look at these guys and I think of how inspiring they are as human beings, and how far they've come in their life. And I feel like, you know, come on this journey with me, and we'll do some great things together. So make sure you guys hit the like and subscribe button, turn on notifications so you get a notification every time a new video of mine drops, and hopefully on this video, China won't copyright my shit. Good night, everybody. I love you very much. I'll see you tomorrow. Actually, that's probably when I'm posting this. So